Hey, what's up, LPY? Matt Brooks, lead pastor here at Life Point. Excited to be talking to you again. I know it's been a few weeks since I've had a chance to talk to you. Today we're talking about moral boundaries. And bottom line is that purity paves the way to intimacy. And I realize that some of the things that we're talking about with that may not seem to you like they're all that relevant. It may not be like something you think about every day. You may be thinking, well, what do I care about what my future looks like several years from now? But the fact is that the decisions you make today affect your reality for tomorrow and next year and next decade and 25 years from now and on into the rest of your life. And so if there's a goal that you have in your life relative to years from now, today may have something to do with that. And so that's what I want to talk to you is about the future relationship that you're going to have with your spouse. And you know, it's interesting. I do a lot of marriage counseling. I do a lot of premarital counseling. I do a lot of relationship counseling. And the thing I've always noticed is I've never met anybody in a premarital setting who says, my goal for my marriage is to totally jack it up. I want to make sure that I have an affair. I want to make sure that my spouse cheats on me. I want to make sure that we don't like each other. Nobody ever says that. People are always optimistic about their marriage. And yet, interestingly enough, very few people ever think about what is it going to take to have a healthy marriage. And I think the one word that defines a healthy marriage is the word intimacy. And the one element that's necessary for intimacy, for true intimacy, and for intimacy to be optimized takes place way before your wedding day. And that's the day that you choose to make purity a priority. You know, I guess the way to think of it is this, is that in your marriage, you don't need any baggage that's going to contribute to a lack of intimacy. And everything that you do prior to your marriage that doesn't include purity, anything that's not a life of purity, is going to one day be baggage. And so, you know, the thing that you want to make sure of is that you choose purity today so that you can have intimacy tomorrow. You know, one thing I've heard before, it's kind of a real estate terminology, and I don't know if you've ever heard this or not, but when it comes to real estate, there's 3 rules to good real estate decisions. And the 3 rules are location, location, location. The same thing is true about sex. Now, you may be thinking that doesn't even make sense. Well, think about this. A fire in the right location is a great thing. If you put a fire in a fireplace or in a wood stove, it's a great thing. A fire in the middle of your living room is a horrible thing. It's all about location. The same thing is true in the matter of purity. Within the right context, and that context has always been proven through Scripture to be within the context of one woman, one man, in the context of marriage. In the right location, it's a great thing. It's like a fire in a fireplace. In the wrong location, it's a very destructive thing. I want to encourage you to choose purity so that one day you can experience the best of intimacy. You'll have a great time. I hope you enjoy talking about this in your life groups that are coming up right after this.